What up? I just want to talk about Uncle T0mz, man. I've been thinking about Uncle T0mz lately. And, ain't nothing worse than an old Uncle Tom ass nigga. And I mean a straight, bootlicking, coonshine, tap dancing ass Uncle Tom nigga. Peckerwood loving nigga. And they everywhere. A lot of motherfuckers who don't even know that they are Uncle T0mz. You know, they Uncle T0mz. I talked about the guy who told me he didn't like the Nation of Islam's doctrine on white people being devils. And I'm going to use him for example real quick. But it's not just him. It's a lot of black men I've met in my life. This dude, I work with this dude. You know, I got a blue collar job, decent job. I'm almost at, you know, $20 an hour. Not all that, but not too bad, especially this day and age. So I work with this motherfucker, right? Me and him, the only two black men in our department, and it's a big department. And he's been there longer than I have. And him is four of us that work together. And him and the white guy that worked next to him, we can all hear each other when we talking. But him and the white guy always talk to each other. Exclusively, for the most part. I mean, they don't talk about nothing. They ain't talking about shit but brainless shit. The white dude talk about how much beer he drunk. They talk about the same people who come in on the next shift every day. Look at that ass. Look at her. Look at her. Or they'll talk about cars. Stupid bullshit. I mean, nothing thought-provoking at all. But they talk about nothing with a lot of energy. You know, they real excited about talking about nothing. And they really exclusive. They talk and they got a vibe with each other, a chemistry with each other that's almost like two brothers or two best friends. And so, you know, when they're talking like that, and they do this for hours, and when they talking like that, they sort of like, they have their own thing going. Whereas the other two workers, me and the guy next to me, you know, if we were to chime in on what they were saying, it would almost be like us, you know, projecting ourselves as being left out or feeling left out. You know, I wanna, you know, why don't you guys talk to us too, or some shit like that. So I don't say nothing. You know, I'm not gonna, you know, come into your conversation under your wing, under a social setting that y'all already got established with each other. Because then whatever I say is like a foreign voice. And they talk about every damn body. So even if they do ask us questions, which is every now and then, you don't know if they asking just to, you know, to make mock of it when you ain't around, or to, you know, make mock of it even while you are there, you know, with funny little faces or some subliminal shit, you know. So, you know, they make everybody else feel unwelcome into their conversation anyway with the way they carry on, and don't, you know, talk to anybody else but each other. So I don't say nothing to them. You know, I don't care that they don't invite me in any conversations, because like I said, they ain't talking about shit no way. But aside from having stupid ass content, I don't want to come into their conversation just for the principles of it all. Like, fuck y'all, you know, I don't try to fit in with nobody. So this is how I see it. But the black dude, he thinks that I'm upset because he won't talk to me. And he never said this, but I know this is how he thinks, because he got into it with another white guy a little while ago, and maybe a month later, or a couple weeks later, he was talking about how he think that they're upset because he's not talking to them. I'm like, yeah, y'all don't talk to each other anyway. Why would they be upset because you ain't talking to them? Yeah, it is, man. It's killing them. Hey, get the fuck out of here. Like, why the fuck would anybody care if you talking to them or not? So, you know, after a while, I slowed down on talking, because at first, you know, I would chime in and, you know, say something according to what they're saying, what the conversation they're having, just so, you know, I wouldn't seem like a antisocial, or like I was, you know, didn't like them, because we work close together. But I stopped doing that, and I'm to the point now where I don't say shit all day to them. I just let them have their little party, you know. So he thinks that I'm upset because he won't talk to me, and he talks to that white guy even more now, as his way to try to, you know, accentuate it, you know, or to try to exaggerate it, you know. And yeah, it's killing him. So I'm gonna talk to this white dude even more now. This is how deep the Uncle Tom ass Negro mentality is embedded in Negroes. This Negro don't know nothing about black history. Shit, don't know shit. He don't know nothing about his own fucking history. It don't get no worse than an ignorant ass nigga who don't know his history. And it's not so bad not to know your history, but it's really worse when you don't even have no interest in knowing it. That's when you know you're a fucked up dude. You fucked up in the head. And you're the true definition of an ignorant nigga. But this dude is a coon shine Uncle Tom on top of that. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of these motherfuckers out here, man. A lot of these motherfuckers. I mean, this dude, he laughs at this white dude. This white dude is a redneck. And he say the dumbest, most brainless redneck shit you ever want to hear. And this black dude be cracking up. I'm like, motherfucker, this dude is not that goddamn funny. He's not funny at all. This dude, he laughs and he talks. It's almost, it's a social performance. I don't know, some of y'all might have took psychology, you know what I'm talking about. That many people, when they socializing with each other, most people look at it as a performance to try to get a certain type of reaction from the audience, you know, or the person they talking to, and to give that in return, to react a certain way. It's a performance they put on, you know. And this motherfucker be cracking up, just cooning all fucking day, you know. And we need to stop talking about the Mammies. It's been a movement of brothers getting on the Mammies, talking about the Mammies, pointing out the Mammy mentality, talking about where it came from, how it's functioning in the modern age as far as parenting and relationships with black men and white women and all non-black women, shit like that. To me, the Uncle Tom is worse than the Mammy, even though the Mammy is raising these Uncle Toms, because I think personal life experience would dictate to the black male who's been raised as an Uncle Tom to change his ways. Because I see the black male as, you know, this is a war era we live in, and the men are the ones who really built for war. And it's not only are we built for physical war, but also mental wars. And I feel it's the male's responsibility to acknowledge the war, the mental war that's going on, and to react to it and to change his ways. So even if you raised by Uncle Tom mother, I think the older you get and the more you learn, you should be making strides to correct that and to eradicate that Uncle Tom mentality. And if you're not, then you just celebrate it. You know what I mean? I mean, you know this type of Uncle Tom nigga, he just like this dude. And this is how it is with the vast majority of black people in general. That, oh, the Nation of Islam called white people devils. That's wrong. They look at that doctrine. It's calling white people devils. You know, it's the most evil thing in the world. And they look at the Nation of Islam as a bunch of evil black people who got nothing but hatred, pure hatred in their heart for white people. But yet these black men are not out here beating up and killing white people. And they call them devils. They believe they devils. But they not out here shooting white people, blowing their brains out every day, robbing them, beating them up. They doing that with other black men. No, the Nation of Islam, I'm talking about black men in general. That should be your concern. Why the fuck you worried about some black people saying something about white people when they're not even actually doing nothing? You look at how the belief dictate your actions. And when you look at people's behavior, it's the black men killing black men that you need to focus on and worry about. I mean, the devil concept actually benefit them because they start to examine shit now that ain't bad for them that they didn't see before. They start to see cigarettes. That's a product that come from the devil. Alcohol, that come from the devil. Leave that shit alone. Drugs, that's the devil's shit. Sent to try to destroy us. Leave that alone. Bad food, that's from the devil. That came from the devil's days in the cave. Leave it alone. And they improve all types of areas of their life from this devil concept. And it never leads to them getting locked up because they went on a killing spree, killing white boys. They behave in a respectable manner. You know what I mean? But look at the black males out here killing each other every day with these guns. With the white man's guns, mind you. Over drugs the white man sent in their neighborhood, mind you. And old Uncle Tom ass nigga worried about what black people think about. I don't give a fuck what no black people think about white folks. If a black person don't like white people, I don't give a fuck. Who am I to get on his case about that? You know what I mean? I'm worried about the brothers who killing each other. Only a Uncle Tom ass nigga gives a fuck what black people think about white folk. The fuck out of here. Like I told you. And these same black men listen to this rap music where they glorifying and celebrating in their lyrics killing black people. You know what I mean? Doing drugs. Beating up other black people. That's alright. That's good to go. You know what I mean? Stop the mammy. Fuck the mammy. We done already pointed out her ways. We didn't identify her. I think black men need to focus on this Uncle Tom. This ain't nothing worse than this motherfucker. The Uncle Tom is the worst. He worse than white Nazis. Worse than white Nazis, because he's a rat. The Uncle Tom is a rat. He the one who will backstab you. Now, the first day I started working in this group, this black dude, he felt challenged. He felt threatened. You know, when he interacted with me, it's like he had to put his guard up. When he interacted with me, it was like he was uncomfortable. But he totally comfortable with the white dude. Completely comfortable. And it's not the fact that he just met me. Because there's been other white dudes who came in who after me. And he wasn't that way with them. He's just as laid back, just as cool. This the Uncle Tom mentality. They don't have that tension when they interacting with white boys. They don't feel the need to put their guard up. Because in their subconscious, that's their master.